Friends, good morning. For some time, we have been discussing various issues like education, crime, reservation, politics, industry, etc. in Hindi. But these are global problems. These are problems of every citizen of the world. We therefore thought, let us talk to each other openly, frankly. During last 2 years, we have nearly 200 videos relating to various aspects of society, human being, and related issues. Goal has been only one: how to make people safe, happy, healthy, and active members of the society. Today, we have a very difficult situation which has been there for quite some time. First in the name of COVID, then in the name of war, but today it is at a very different level. The war is going on in different parts of the world, and it is nearly involving all those who have fought each other in the name of religion, reason, and political ideologies over century. Probably only nation which, though being drawn every third day into war, but has still maintained to keep away, is India or Bharat. First, let us therefore start from the country which is not yet fully in the war or does not really support war of any kind. Bharat, or India as people in the Western media and outside call it. Bharat means, Bha means Roshni or light, and Rat means continuous or continuous. Bharat means a group of people who are spreading light. Light means knowledge is light. Anything which shows you path, which takes us away from darkness and leads into open, happy space, is light. Bharat basically, as a nation, as a group of people, as a mindset, as a culture, as a way of life, evolved over centuries, not today. History of India is more than 40,000 years old in the current phase. Current phase means there is a cycle of time known as yugas, which starts from Satyug, goes to Kalyuga, and again the cycle repeats. In this current cycle, which roughly started around 42,000 years back, Bharat was the way of life. Bharat was a culture, was a mindset which led the world into happy existence. The first phase, which was of roughly 16,000 plus years, people dedicated to spiritual growth. Through spiritual growth, they acquired knowledge of invisible, visible, to the extent that people could transport the bodies from one place to another without aeroplanes and without missiles. People could influence events by thought without using the drones or robots or weapons. That was the culture which was there from old time. The recorded history which is available to the world today is roughly around 12 to 15,000 years back in the name of Ramayana, or happenings in the period which started some 16,000 years back and continued for roughly about 28,000 years now. I mean, from 16,000, if you are talking in terms of AD, 42,000 AD, 16,000 to 28,000, or say around 16,000 years back, right? 8 plus 4, 16,000 years back. That was the period of Ramayana, which today is in limelight due to a temple constructed in Ayodhya in memory of the King Ram who was born there. If we read Ramayana, it is a book in various languages and various authors, which actually is a book of management, philosophy, a way of life, how an ideal king should be. Western society talks of the Plato's ideal king, right? Benevolent king, or Socrates. But 16,000 years or more back, there were people who ruled the country, Bharat, and set themselves an example, which today is known as dharma or rules of existence. Though historically Vedas, which are the most ancient books of knowledge in the history of mankind, probably go back to even 40,000 years back or so. But recorded one which is coming now is of the events which happened roughly around 16,000 years back. Another event which happened thereafter, which is roughly 5,000 years back, was the event of Mahabharata. The book of Mahabharata, if read by experts in management, is the most enlightening treatise on management, politics, human nature, the philosophy of existence, etc. And even at that time, people had mastered the art of knowing beyond, of using equivalent of what is called atom bombs and hydrogen bombs and neutron bombs, etc., and equivalent of what is called the missile launchers today, 5,000 years back. But Satyug, which was the period 42,000 to 28,000, Treta, which was the period from 28,000 to roughly around 16,000, and Dwapar, which was the period from roughly 8,000 to 5,000 or 4,000 years back, or 12,000 to 4,000 years back, all had scientific developments in the land called Bharat, which, if not surpassed, could equal anything developed by science and technology today, and still go beyond in spirituality, or what is called the science of unknown, using spiritual powers, which are the powers of the forces by which human beings are made and exist beyond mind. Mind is also an invisible force. It's like an operating system of a computer, but much more than that. There is a packet of what is called, there is a whole energy which constituted the creation at the time of silence, the period before Big Bang, that is known as Brahma Chaitanya. And when Big Bang took place, another part of this energy known as Param Chetan or universal conscious energy emerged from Big Bang and gave birth to what is called the material existence in terms of livings, non-livings, etc. This Param Chetan is active even today, and Brahm Chetan is also active today. But we have various other forms of energy like light, sound, electromagnetic, gravitational force, etc., which have been defined by science. Though they call it discovery, but they already existed, and they discovered and defined. They exist. But these are all part of an energy which existed at the time of silence before Big Bang, known as Brahma Chetan. The two major forces which emerged from Brahma Chetan and constituted Param Chetan is kinetic and static energy. Static energy and kinetic energy both have working capability, and a hidden element which is still not fully defined by science is consciousness or Chetana, which can be defined as the fifth dimension of existence. The four dimensions are 3 dimensions of space, x, y, z, that is height, length, width, and time. These are all related to energy. But fifth dimension is consciousness, which constitutes the all matter, living, non-living. And the role of consciousness is not yet fully understood by science, but the rishis and maharishis, who are equivalent of today's scientists and super scientists, knew and used the power of consciousness to travel over stars, planets, etc., go up to the end of the creation and discover and elucidate the unknown in the books which are now defined as Vedas, Upanishads, etc. However, that is not our objective. Our objective of discussion is the world today is facing destruction, total annihilation due to the war and political conflicts going on all over the world. The root of all these is materialism. The land, the money, the profits, the weapons are being sold all over the world to make money. But question is, who will survive, who will live if all atom bombs are used? And this is what mankind or we all have to think together. Leaders are some few who are making the world run and driving towards destruction. But the people, if they get together, they can stop this mad race of leaders to destroy the world. What is happening in Iran, Israel and Gaza? What is happening in Iran and Israel and various other places? What is happening in South China, Taiwan, etc.? What is happening in Eurasia and Russia, Uzbekistan, Russia, Ukraine, etc. These are all being driven by the forces of materialism who want to make money by exploiting these conflict situations by selling their weapons and their ideas to the people and make them fight each other till whole world is destroyed. We need to stop it. My objective of today coming to this platform is kindly awaken, rise, and make world safe by denying rise of egoists, the people who think that they are the world leaders, but they are just human beings like many others, most others. They need to be stopped. They need to be told that world need to live safely. Some of these leaders talk sanely. We will not let the world war happen. We will not let this. But same people are involved in war and are fueling the war to the extent that any moment it can go into atomic destruction, from which the recovery will be the next world only after, like the Big Bang on that. We therefore request, kindly stop politics, stop misuse of human weakness or compassion, stop so-called leaders from exploiting the mankind towards the end of mankind, and awaken. And only force that can help you is your understanding of spirituality, that creator is one. Call him by Allah, God, Bhagwan, Yahuwah, whatever name you like, but there is only one creator. This creator has given birth to energy and consciousness, two major forces which are driving material and non-material. And if we understand this and use our thoughts that all are one internally, but all are not same. Somebody is black, somebody is white, somebody is tall, somebody is short, somebody is fat, somebody is thin. We have differences, but we all are part of the same seed, the God creator, whose reflection resides inside us as soul, ruh, atma, etc. Call it various names. Water remains water, whether you call it ab or whether you call it gel or you call it something else. Water does not change. It satisfies the human thirst, makes it live, makes a being live. Like that, God is one. Different names are used because the people have different languages, they have used different symbols. Language is a way of expression, but it should not differentiate the truth. Therefore, my request to all is, please realize truth. If you live, then you can think and talk. If you don't live, all will be destruction. When will the Big Bang happen? When will again same thing? That only God knows. But God can save the world, because the time for total destruction is still not come. World still has to live. Only thing is, you have to stop this mad race on materialism. Today robots are entering the war. Tomorrow robots with nuclear bombs will enter the war. What will you do? Ultimately you will be destroyed. Therefore stop it before it becomes the end. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the mankind, and hope you will save the mankind. Thank you.